Hi viewers, this is Vetravel. Today we can discuss about how to install and configure the System Center Configuration Manager in Windows Server 2012 R2. System Center Configuration Manager is used to managing your IT assets, application management, software update, device management, and security and compliance. It is suitable for the large enterprise organization. Let's begin. Open your domain controller and choose the ADSI edit and right click the ADSI edit and connect. Choose the default naming context. Click OK. Here open the system container. Here we are going to create one system container. Right click the system container and create new object. Choose the container and click next and type the name of the container. I'm going to type the system management. Click next and finish. So now we have created the system management container. So now open the Active Directory. In view, you can choose the advanced feature. Now we can able to see the system container also. Expand the system. Find out the newly created system management. Right click and a delegation control. So next, add the users and the computer. Click the objects type and choose the computer. So we are going to add the system center server 8.01. Check the name. Next, and create the custom task and delegate. Click next and give the full control. Click next and finish. We have delegated all the permission to the system center server. Now we are going to extend the schema partition. Go to the system center computer. So we already downloaded from the online system center setups and a prerequisite software. Open the system center setups in bin in x64. Find out the schema.exe. So copy the path. So now go to the domain controller and open the PowerShell and navigate the path. Now type the schema extension. So the schema extension is, suppose you are going to do some configuration in your Active Directory, that time you can able to extend your schema. So schema is nothing but it is collection of the classes and attributes. So now we have successfully extended the Active Directory schema and go to the C drive and check the schema extension is successful or not. You can see here. So we have successfully extended the schema. So now go to the system center and install the roles and the feature. Open your server manager and add role and features. Click next and click next. So now we are going to choose the bit background intelligent transfer service .NET 3.5 and 4.5. Scroll down and find out the remote differential compression. Then next, in web service, choose the .NET extensibility 3.5 and 4.5 and ASP.NET 3.5 and 4.5. In security section, you need to choose the Windows authentication. In IAS, choose the IAS 6 WMA compatibility and click the IAS management script and tool. In authentication section, you need to choose Windows authentication. Once selected the feature, click next and install the feature. Now we have successfully installed the feature. Now we are going to install the SQL Server. So I have already mounted the SQL Server 2017. Open the SQL Server setup and install. Click next and I click next. And I click next. Perform the new installation. Expect the license terms. Choose the database and click next and name the instance. I am going to type the name SCCM database. click next and choose the service startup automatic and go to check the collation for database engine SQL Latin General CP1 CAAS. And click next and add the current user. Click next and install. So now we are going to install the another software, Windows Development Toolkit. Next, and click next. And export the license and the times and install. Click install. Now we have successfully installed the SQL Server. Just close this and we have installed the Windows Assessment and the Deployment Kit also. So now we are going to install the Windows Pre environment. Open the setup and click and install the Windows pre-installation environment. Click next and export the license and install. We have successfully installed the Windows pre-installation environment add-ons. Just to close. So now we are going to configure the SQL Server reporting section. Open the Report Server Configuration Manager and click connect and go to database section and change the database. Create new database server and choose your server. I already have configured the default instance, so I am going to choose the different server and the database. So my system center database is a SCCM database. I am going to test the connection. So test is succeed. Click next and click next. I am going to rename the report server database SCCM DB. Click next. Click next. Next. So now we have successfully configured the report server database. Click finish. Now we are going to configure the group policy line push installation and the SQL service opening ports. Go to the group policy management and create new group policy. Type the name of the GPO. Click OK and open the newly created GPO and edit. Expand the computer configuration. Expand the policies and expand the security settings. Expand the Windows firewall. Click the Windows firewall with advanced security. So here we are going to create the inbound rule. So click the inbound rule and create new and choose predefined. Choose the file and printer sharing. Click next. Click next. Allow all the connection and finish. The same way we can create one more predefined rule. So Windows management instrumentation. So click next. Next. Allow the connection and finish. So open the new rule. This time we are going to create the port for SQL Server. So SQL Server port number is 1433 and 4022. Click next, allow connection. Next, type the name TCP port for SQL Server. Finish. So now we have created the GPO. So this GPO we are going to link all the desktop and the server level. So go to the domain level. So we are going to link the existing GPU. Choose the client push installation and the SQL Server port. Click OK. Now policy update has been completed. So open the SCCM setup installation. click install, click next, and choose the install configuration manager primary site. Click next. I am going to evaluation version, so click next. Expect the license terms. So these are the pre-request setup file I already have downloaded from my local. So I'm going to find out the path. Click next. If you not download the pre-request file, you can choose the first option. Download the record file. Click next and choose the client language selection. I am going to choose the English. Click next and type the site code. I am giving the site code BLR, the site info system. So click next and you can install the primary site as standalone site and click yes. So if you SQL instance have a default instance, you can leave as blank. So my instance is SCCM database. Click next and choose the HTTP communication from the client. So click yes and I click then next management point and distribution point and I click next, and the service connection point setup is this server only. Click next and next. Now it is checking the pre-request of the SCCM setup. Now pre-request check is positive. Let's begin to install. Now core setup has been completed successfully. You can see here the Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager setup has been completed, and go to open your Configuration Manager console. Now you can see here we have successfully installed the Configuration Manager. I hope this video very useful, informative. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.